This is part 20 of my report on the McCarrick Report by Patrick Parson. Today we start on page 49 of the McCarrick Report, the beginning of Chapter 7, Appointment as Archbishop of Newark, 1986. The Archbishopric of Newark in New Jersey became open in 1986. And Bishop McCarrick was a leading candidate for the position. When the Apostolic Nunciature sent inquiries regarding his possible transfer from Metuchen to Newark, responses from priests and fellow bishops were again highly favorable to McCarrick. He was described as having great administrative and personal skills, as well as being familiar with the situation in New Jersey, however that was. Other reactions referred to his being obviously very pious and very compassionate to the poor. Not to be outdone, Cardinal O'Connor strongly recommended McCarrick to the Newark position, stating that McCarrick was almost made to order to address doctrinal and disciplinary issues that had come up in the archdiocese. Cardinal O'Connor also said, and this is a quote, that McCarrick possessed the spirituality to accept such a challenge, to undertake the task prayerfully and sensitively, and to revitalize an archdiocese in critical need, unquote. So how could we go wrong with McCarrick? And Apostolic Nuncio Wahi seemed to agree in accepting McCarrick, although he did suggest that McCarrick's very fruitful activities in the, quote, ecclesiastical, political, economic, and cultural world of the country, unquote, sometimes subtracted from other duties, such as contacts with priests. These possible concerns were not used by Nuncio Wahi in argument against McCarrick's appointment, though. No respondents brought up any awareness of sexual misconduct with adults or minors by McCarrick. Indeed, no issues of any kind related to moral conduct were raised. But then, who would suggest such things of an individual who was described as a very holy bishop, and someone whose personal integrity was above reproach? Now, in the Terna, or nominee list, prepared by the Congregation for Bishops, McCarrick was recognized as an excellent leader possessing superior intellectual abilities, faithful to the teaching of the Church and to its disciplinary norm, good and pious, undisputed in his orthodoxy in the doctrinal field, having achieved success in his new diocese of Metuchen, having the ability to organize the curia, able to foster a sense of unity between priests and faithful, being a good fundraiser, and being very suitable for Newark. The situation seemed to be a slam dunk. And if you are not familiar with basketball terms, a slam dunk is something that is easily going to succeed. On May 24, 1986, Pope John Paul II appointed the 55-year-old McCarrick as Archbishop of Newark. McCarrick responded by saying, "I want to express my deepest gratitude to His Holiness, Pope John Paul II, for the confidence that he has placed in me, and my pledge to him of my loyalty, my affection, and my total commitment. And that is the end of the 2-page Chapter 7, Appointments as Archbishop of Newark, 1986. In our next segment, we will see how McCarrick does in his new position, and perhaps whether the confidence so many people have placed to him was justified or not. But in the meantime, let us remember what the Blessed Mother of God told Lucia, Francisco, and Jacinta in the Fatima prayer. O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, and lead all souls to heaven, especially those in most need of thy mercy.